Alex, it's been a while since we last saw you on a rugby pitch, but getting back at Sale must have been a great feeling and a good feeling on the night for the win.
Yeah, very much. Obviously, long time coming, really. I've been out since November. Obviously, with COVID as well, I've sort of extended it by another 5 months. So, yeah, it was buzzing to get out there, really, and especially with the performance we put in and the result we got.
Coming back into Restart Rugby, how strange has it been for you as players?
Yeah, obviously a little bit weird, in terms of we can only train a certain amount of time, and we had to go through phase 1, 2, and then three now. So, but we got to grips with it. We knew the end. We knew our end goal at the end of the day was, for the Prem and push for Europe as well. So, we've had that in mind, and we've just taken it each day as it comes.
Rob had talked about how much work you boys as players had done away from the club during that period, and it meant that you could really crank things up as soon as you come back in. I know you had training buddies. It was good.
Yeah, obviously I was with Dave quite a lot, so we trained a lot in that period of time. But I think when we all came back together, it seemed like we hadn't really been away. It was obviously good to catch up with everyone, but training was, we were straight into it, and we knew all our roles straight away, and it seemed really seamless, really.
And the games are coming thick and fast now, aren't they? And we're seeing the squad as a whole. You know how strong this squad is, but we're really seeing the strength of it, particularly this week in particular.
Yeah, 100%. I think the result against Bristol, shows the resilience that we have within the squad. The competition, with pretty much 14 changes into a top team. Team second in the league. So, we're showing that, and obviously we just need to keep pushing every week. Recovery is key at the moment with the game so short, so we're a big focus on that as well.
What's it like for playing midweek games and that? I know you perhaps get a midweek game, an A-League game or something now and again, but when it comes 3 or 4 days after another game, it must be strange.
Yeah, obviously the training is pretty limited, but at the end of the day, we like to play games of rugby, so we all enjoy it. Obviously, we're a bit stiff the day or two after, but as soon as the game comes, it's another game that you get up for, and here, we give 110%, so that's all you can give.
Nobody likes watching, but having that COVID period probably worked a treat for you because it's got you back to full fitness, and now the competition for places and being back amongst this squad, especially at a time in the season like it is now, is huge.
Yeah, 100%. We're near the back end of the season, as you say. Obviously, the final should have been in June, but it's not going to be until later the date. So to have a full squad fit, during the season, you never really get, pretty much 60, 70 boys fit. Well, we have that at the moment, which is good. And obviously, it's a bit of a headache for the coaches. And for us, it's just about putting performances and training when we do. And then obviously when we have a chance to play, making sure we know our roles and giving 110%.
Exciting times, though, when you look what's on the horizon. You're in a great position in the league, a quarter-final of Europe, maybe more after that, a semi-final potentially in the Premiership. So much to play for now. Yeah,
obviously we could be a side that we could look for those games, but at the moment we're taking each game as it comes. We don't want to have a good result in the week, by some boys, and then for us on the weekend, sort of turning up and expecting to win, against a team like Worcester, especially at home. They're going to be tough. They had a great result last night. So for us, we're just taking game by game, and obviously when we come to the big games, we're going to be right up for it.
What about Worcester this weekend? You've done a bit of homework on them. They've got players, like you say, and they're threats. They've beaten us here.
Yeah. Obviously, they had a great result, I think, a couple of years ago here. They had a good result at home last night. We watched that game, and we've looked through a few of their other games as well. And they're a tough side. They've got some quality players in certain positions which run their game. And for us, it's just about nullifying that. And hopefully, if we can get onto the front foot and do a sort of Chiefs way in terms of our set pieces solid, and we run hard and we just do the basics well. Hopefully we get on the right end of the result.
Alec, when we look back at last year in terms of the final and that, how much is that a driving factor in terms of it must have hurt, didn't it?
Yeah, definitely for me. Frustrating really. For 70 minutes we were the best team. I thought we were going to go on and win that final. We literally performed perfectly, and just obviously a couple of lapses in the last 10 minutes, and Saracens, the top side, took hold. So for my motivation this year has been 100% that, and trying to get back to that final and right the wrongs right, really.
We talk about the big names in the squad, but some of the youngsters this week in particular, and you've seen over the last 2 years you've been here that we've got a crop of academy boys that are chomping at the bit to step up, and they showed it at Bristol. Yeah,
100%. I thought that first 40, and especially the last 20, I thought we showed some great character. We sort of outplayed them completely for 40 minutes. They had their sort of patch at the end of the first half, and I thought we nullified that. And I think throughout the game, they're obviously going to have their sort of period of time where they were going to have the ball and look pretty good, which they did. But the fight and character, and I thought the fitness, we looked a lot fitter team. Especially the last 10 minutes, we ended up getting a result which is perfect for us and keeps our season, perfect.
How tough is this Premiership?
Yeah, very. Every game is, you never get an easy game. Even we're playing Worcester on the weekend, who are obviously sort of near the bottom end of the table, but they were definitely they're going to fight for everything, and it takes a full 80 to beat any team in this league.